Hello, everyone. My name is Miguel Percolino. I'm going to show you a bit of an MCP demo on SLES 16. MCP's Model Context Protocol is a protocol to connect AI to anything. In SLES 16, we have included a tool called MCP hosts that enables you to connect your AI to your SUSE Linux Enterprise server. Okay, so to start with, I have this SUSE Linux Enterprise server here running with a lot of processes, which is cool. It's a simple server with Apache and Tomcat installed. We can see here we have Tomcat installed in the server. I can open an JSP page. I can open the servlet page. Everything's running. So everything's okay. So now to install it here, it's very simple. Okay, I do sudo -i, so I can have an interactive session for my root user. Now I can do whatever I need. Now I use zipper, which is the tool to install software in the system. Zipper install, and then MCP host. Okay, this will install MCP host in my machine. Okay, super simple, super easy. It's now getting installed. MCP host is installed. One single package, no dependencies. Super cool. Okay, now I exit. I become user again, and then I have to run MCP host. The first thing I need to do is to create a configuration file. Okay, if you run MCP host, it will create a default configuration file. So let me show you here the MCP host file that I'm using, the basic one. Okay, it's as simple as this. I only need to give it like what is the application, the model that we're going to use, the steps that is going to follow, and if you want to use the bug to see what is happening. And now I have to provide the API configuration here. Okay, of course, this is a demo file, and my user file, I have my proper key. Okay, and I can add here a system prompt. Okay, this is optional. You don't have to add the system prompt. Only with this configuration, you will be good to go. You see, only 4 things you need to set up. You could even remove the bug, and you could even remove max steps. So only with 2 lines, it will be working. Okay, now, once I have everything installed, I create this configuration file. As you see, it's super simple. Okay, now I need to get my key. As you see, I'm using Gemini. So I'm going to go to Google AI Studio. You just type aistudio.google.com, and it will take you here to the API keys. Okay, I have my API key already generated, but I can generate a new one so you can see how easy it is. You create here an API create API key, and then you give it a name, the demo key, and cloud project. I use the default Gemini project. Click on create key, and you will have a new key to use. Okay. So now you see the new key. I can open the new key here, okay? And you see it here, the default project. I just need to, I clicked on the project, sorry. Let me click on the key. Now this is the key. Now we have to copy the key and just paste it in the configuration file. Let me delete this so you don't use it, okay? Don't come here and use this key because it's going to be deleted. It's not going to work. Just letting you know. Now you get that key and you put it in the provided API key. Okay, you paste it here. Now we have the key, we have the configuration. MCP host is ready to go. We can run MCP host, and it will connect to Gemini, and it will show you this. Okay, so I can ask a simple question like, how do I list the processes running in my system? And it will connect to Gemini, and it will ask, okay, what are the processes running in my system? Now we will get an answer for this with tips and whatnot. Okay, you see, really good description on how to run the processes of your system. Okay, and even to tell you to install HTOP, to have a view, and PS AWX. Okay, now there's a very nice trick here. I could run with P and then pass it on like here, so I can say, what is the issue with the processes in my system? Okay, and then I use this trick. Between here, whatever I put in here is going to be passed as text. Okay, so if I run PS AWX, as it said before, it will get the list of processes and it will pass it to MCP host, and I will receive an answer. So now it has uploaded all the processes in my system, and it's asking what is going on with these processes. so I can get an answer. Okay? And now I will receive the answer from Gemini. Now what is happening is that MCP host will have passed through the command line the list of processes, which is what he recommended to get, and he's saying, look, this is the issue with your system, okay? This is what your processes are here. Let's take a look, okay? Says, brief analysis. High CPU usage, says the processes, shows 50% CPU usage. So what have things running here, okay? System and kernel processes, a number of threads are working fundamental to work. Standard services, managing logs, system journal D, SSD, firewall D, network manager, chronic D. Of course, these are tools that come with SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 16. Okay, principles that you have to follow. Principle of least privilege, SSH hardening, firewall configuration. A brief analysis, okay? High CPU usage shows high analysis. System processes like system DLK3 are getting I/O issues. Okay, standard services are running like system journal D, SSD, SSHD, firewall D, network manager, chronic D, and then application workload. Okay, so Java application server is running, but the usage is low. It's mostly idle. Okay, it tells you to use the least privilege, and there's a comprehensive guide here. So it seems that our system is more or less okay. We can see here CPU processing has gone down. Okay, so I just spiked it and then it went down. Now it's almost an idle system. So we are good to go. What else can we do? We can pass also the logs, journal.ctl minus n 100. And then it will pass the logs, the last 100 lines of logs. And then Gemini will analyze the logs on my system. So this way, very easily, very quickly, you can have your MCP running on your SLES 16, and you can use it to ask questions about your system using simple tricks. Of course, we can enable servers to access the file system to do more things, but right now, this is a quick demo to show you how you can easily and quickly get tips on your own system and how to get recommendations on running it better. So with this, thank you very much, and hope to see you in the next demo.